So you want to give me a signal when I'm on? Good morning and welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Kathy Day and I'm a practitioner here at the center, and I will be leading this morning's meditation. Our meditation will be about 15 minutes long, and then our regular service will start at 10:30. So right now, wherever you are, I'd like you to just sit, relax, and breathe. Breathe in a nice deep breath and then blow it out. And take another deep breath in and blow it out. Gather your energy from all the places you've left it this week. Bring it back to your body for your use in the right here and now. Breathe in relaxation and let it flow into your head and your face, your neck and your shoulders. Let your shoulders drop and relax. Let this relaxation flow into your chest and belly, your back and your hips, flowing down each of your arms, through each of your joints, all the way down to every fingertip, all the way down to every toe. Breathe in and flow the relaxation that is available to us in every instant, and let it flow through our bodies. Imagine you're in a beautiful garden, and there is rows and rows, areas that have never been planted before. There is a jar of seeds, hard black bits, and you are to take a seed. A seed becomes whatever you wish to grow, and you plant it in the creative medium of the earth. The seed has the full potential of the plant it has come from. But at this moment, it is just a seed, a hard, dark bit. Breathe in love. Now imagine that you are this seed. You are this seed, and you have the full potential of all growth within you. But in order to expand into this potential, you have to let go of being the little seed. And the moisture, and the warmth in the soil help you release the outer covering of your seed. Helps you crack open and send tendrils into the ground to anchor your potential growth, to gather the water and the nutrients that you need to grow. You crack wide open and all semblances of the seed seem gone as you send up a shoot towards the light and the warmth of the sun. Breathe in love. As we are drawn to the light, as we are drawn to the warmth, we open and expand, and cell by cell, we build stem and leaf. Imagine the power it takes to build an entire leaf. And then that leaf unfolds in the sun to produce fuel for the greater growth of the plant. All because the seed was willing to let go of being the seed and growing into its potential. But still there's more growth. With each succeeding season, this little plant grows greater, expands further, above the ground and below the ground, till it is producing branches and fruit and flower. Whose seeds become a new generation of plants. We are the continuation of all that have come before us. We have the divine intelligence within us that knows what to do and how to do it. But we need to allow, we need to let go, and we need to embrace growing. Breathe in love, feel it going out through every atom and particle of your body. This love is manifest in each and every cell and particle of our bodies. It is the one love that creates all that has ever been created, all that exists right now, and all that will ever be, by taking and releasing the forms that it has taken. We were called into being from this love to express and be exactly who we are. There is no flaw. There is no comparison. For we are each unique as we stand in the sunlight and we feel the wind rustle through our leaves. We accept the goodness of our supply from all the different sources it comes from. Sources we may not even be aware of. And we draw to us what we need for our greater expression of life. Just as a tomato seed grows into a tomato plant, and a watermelon seed grows into a vine that produces a watermelon, we are seeds of the divine, and we will grow into a greater expression of the divine as us. We are sacred. We are holy. And even when we don't know, there is the divine within us that knows what to do and how to do it for our greater expression of life and love, peace and power, beauty and joy. The quiet joy of satisfaction, the exuberant joy of expression, the warm joy of connection. We open our minds and open our hearts to the greater expression of love and life through us. Knowing whatever path we take, whichever way we wander, that love is the path, that love is the destination, and that we are love in the traveling. Breathe in love and breathe out gratitude for that within us, seeking greater expression as joy, and opening our hearts to its greater expression in us, letting it flow without hesitation or fear. Because there is only one. So in the allness of this one that is always love, that is always for us, what is there to fear? We open our hearts and minds to trust in a greater expression unfolding in ourselves, in our minds, in our world. Breathe in love. Turn away from appearances. Turn away from our judgment of what we think those appearances mean. and go within to contemplate our good unfolding. And observe evidence of this good unfolding as our experience of life, as our experience of our communities, of our experience of our world. It is good enough to be true, and we let it be. We let it be with a big smile, knowing our good and our growth is supported. Take a final deep breath in. Release any resistance. And come back to the room. And thank you very much for being here.
Last time Check, check. Okay, check, check. 1, 2.
Okay. is.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning. My name is Naomi, and
I'm Sister V.
we are your joy notes to help you celebrate with music today. And we are delighted that you're
Ready to
here.
go. Yeah. Please join us.
Please stand and join us with our first song.
Greet your neighbor and quiet your cell phones. Thank you so much. And greetings there, everybody at home. And hi, how you doing? Welcome back.
Yeah, perfect time.
And
We'll share. We're
Okay.
sharing.
oh,
That's fine.
okay, let's go.
And now, if you'll return to your seats, we'll sing our second song.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, much.
And so it is. If you have any devices, please silence them now. And thank you for coming to celebrate this beautiful Sunday with us.
You know, information sheets. It's not in the foyer because the foyer is under construction right now. But if you do go into the social hall, you'll find one of these. And I encourage you to fill it out with your name and email address so you can find out all about the events that are going on here at the center. We have numerous things going on, not just on Sundays, but on Wednesday nights and Thursday afternoons and Saturdays. There's always something going on throughout the week, so make sure you check this out, fill it out, and get the information. I also encourage you to stop by if you need prayer for anything. We have practitioners that are ready to pray for you. If there's anything on your mind, pick up one of those. It looks just like this, but it's in the social hall, and it's by a big golden bowl. Fill one of those out and put your prayer request in, because that's what we at the center like to do. We like to pray for our community so we know that we are with you in anything that you're going through. We stand with you. That's what this center is for. We're sharing our love and concern and everything that we have through spirit with you. So be, just free to give your spirit to us, be part of the community, and fill out one of those things for a prayer request. I also encourage you, as we go through our daily affirmations, we say daily affirmations here every Sunday, but once a week seems like quite not enough, right? So I encourage you to pick up one of those affirmations that is right by where you pick up this thing right here this way. There's some affirmations to pick up and read them on a daily basis, so you could get more in tune, because practicing these things doesn't come just once a week. Practicing these things is a daily thing. For me, it's hourly. It's minute by minute sometimes. It's month by month, year by year. I accumulate more love and more knowledge about science of mind in this center and throughout other places like this book, The Spiritual Living Science of Mind Guide, that comes out bi-monthly now. You could sign up for this at csl.org. So I've given you all this information. I just wanted to welcome you to that. And I want to tell you about our Declaration of Principles. We believe in a direct revelation of truth through the intuitive and spiritual nature of humanity, and that any person may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. Let me read that one more time. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through the intuitive and spiritual nature of humanity, and that any person may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. That means anybody, because God is here, not up there. God is here within us all, and we have direct contact with the divine. Right now, we're going to hear a little something from. No, we're not going to do that. I'm sorry, I'm lost. We're going to have Kathy Day come and give us set the tone for the day. She's going to give us a spiritual mind treatment, which is just kind of like prayer too, to get us, set in that tone. And before that, we're going to say a little song. Okay, y'all?
We are one, we are one. I am you.
settle into your seats, take a deep breath and relax. Know that right here and right now, that spirit is all there is. Everything we see around us, everything that we are, is spirit in expression. The chair beneath us, the floor beneath us, the person sitting next to us are all spirit in expression. And we know that spirit expresses through us, always seeking greater ways and new ways to express through us. So we come together this morning and we know that we are guided and provided for our greater happiness, our greater expression of love and light and peace and power and beauty and joy. We release any resistance to our good and allow spirit to work on our behalf, to guide us, to provide us with what we require for our greater experience of living, our happier, more peaceful experience of living. So we are guided to be here today to receive our good. And we open our minds and our hearts to the high vibration of the message and the music and the people, the community. To be there, to remind us when we need to reminding, and to love us no matter what. I release this treatment to the law of mind that is activated by this thought and knows what to do and how to do it to make it manifest right here and right now. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, Kathy. And so here at the center, we have a monthly affirmation, and February's affirmation, I'll read it through once, and then it'll be up on the screen for you all to read it through with me. Knowing I am one with the infinite, I realize my potential is greater than any problem I may face. I accept the challenge of change and refuse to allow fear to influence my decisions. Together, if you choose. Knowing I am one with the infinite, I realize my potential is greater than any problem. I accept the challenge and refuse to allow fear
No matter what.
Our message today is by Reverend Linda, is titled, Discomfort is the Least of Our Concerns. A practitioner today is Kathy Day, and holding high watch is Reverend Trish Mackey. Today's music will be by our house band, Matt, Mo, Paul, and Marty. Let's give them some love as they come forward with us. center yourself for this.
I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am open to this love, permeating and filling my being. And I know that the blessings multiply and flourish in this experience. And I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am
this mic. I stop. I breathe. I let go of whatever it took to be here, of whatever it took to come together, of whatever is waiting for me later. I simply exist in this moment, here and now, with the deep realization that in truth, here is the only place I can ever be. And now is the only time I have. Yesterday is gone. This morning is gone. Tomorrow's a dream, so is this afternoon. I am now. And right now, I am centered in spirit. Right now, God is all there is. Right now, I am and always have been and always will be. Drifting in the eternal now, I give thanks for this space, for this time, for this day. And I let go. And I let Spirit guide me every step of the way. And I release this, knowing it is already so. And so it is. We're having adventures today, so you're going to see me wandering around like I'm doing karaoke, and that's okay. I'm kind of known as the karaoke goddess anyway, so there we go. Woohoo! And that little woohoo was about Mike Brown. Hi, Mike. It's good to have you with us online. So, we're completing our month on discomfort. Divine discomfort, they called it. Darn it all. I hate it. I hate it when discomfort is sacred in nature. And of course, everything is sacred in nature, so that means discomfort is sacred in nature as well as all the fun stuff. And I just realized that if I don't embrace my discomfort, if I spend my life running from my discomfort, if I keep saying, oh, it's okay, I'm fine, it's all good, what I'm doing is not processing my discomfort, not learning from my discomfort, not being with my discomfort. I am suppressing my discomfort. And for those of you who are old enough to remember when our grandmothers had pressure cookers, yeah, that's what we're doing to ourselves and our body. We're putting all of that discomfort inside of us, and it has nowhere to go but in us and take over us and chew us up, as it were. And so maybe, just maybe, a little discomfort now that I listen to and I look at and I process is better than the big explosion that's going to come 6 months or 6 years from now as a result of all the stuff that I've slowly built up pressure with, going, I'm fine. I love that t-shirt that's out now, and it shows the frazzled cat, and it's going, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. You know, and there are days when I think we all kind of want to feel that way. We do feel that way. And the thing of it is, what we need to do is pull out the first bit of pressure and say, okay, what are we doing here? What is this? We need to learn to talk to ourselves. Not in the, oh, you did it again, and look at you, silly thing, and blah, 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 those kind of things that we say to ourselves. Oh, you forgot that. Oh, you didn't do this. Oh, not that. But to talk to the pain self, to talk to the sad self, to talk to the frightened self, to talk to the little 5-year-old or 7-year-old inside of us who just wants someone to listen to them, who just wants to be heard. And when we can grow the strength to take that child that is us into our arms and say, what do you need me to know? What can I do to help you? We are doing the biggest healing that can ever be done in the world. If we embrace our pain, if we embrace our discomfort, if we embrace that little child in us, that's when we find our true potential. That's when we figure out why we're here. That's when we figure out what it is I've been wanting to do since I was this big. Now, I don't know about you, but my least favorite thing is being uncomfortable. Whether it's in a chair, whether it is in a conversation, whether it is in the winter, whatever it might be, I don't like being uncomfortable. And I try to avoid it at all costs. And I've learned through trial and error, lots of errors, lots of trials, that it is my thinking about something that exacerbates or lessens my comfortability. If I look at this and say, "Oh my God, this is going to be awful. This is terrible. Oh, I hurt all over. Oh, I ache. I can't do this. It's just," then it gets worse and it explodes on me and as me. And if I go, "Okay, this isn't pleasant, but I can make my way through it. I'm pretty sure, if I think about something else, if I do something else, if I get busy with something else, this won't take," because years ago, I've told this story before, but it's just such a beautiful story. I was at a Silmar, and one of the speakers, when we came in, there's 1,000 of us coming into the building, and they've got greeters at the doors, and they handed us empty balloons. Yeah, that story. Yeah, that one. And we were told, don't blow them up. And then when the guy came on and he spoke, he said, "Okay, now I need you to blow up your balloon." So we blew up our balloons, and they were like this big. He says, "Now take your balloon and put it out at arm's length." He says, you can see pretty much the entire room except the little spot where that balloon is blocking. Now slowly begin moving the balloon towards your face until it is touching your nose. What can you see now? So it is with our experiences of life. If all I'm looking at is this particular feeling, emotion, experience, I don't see all the other beautiful things that are going on around me, that are happening for me. All I see is this one thing which has now taken up all of my view. And he says, we need to learn to let go. And so he had all of us, all 1,000 people, let go of our balloons at the same exact time. And I'm sure visually and auditorily, you can imagine what it looked and sounded like in that room with happening 1,000-fold all over everywhere. It will never leave me, which is why that story stays with me, because that vision of everybody releasing their balloons at once is hilarious, and it sticks in you. And when we are open with our emotions, things imprint upon us. That's why so many people like to tell jokes when they start a talk or something, or they tell a joke in the middle of the talk, because it gets people to laugh and open up, and then they slide the truth right in there while you're laughing and unexpected. You don't have all your protections up. But I've learned that thinking creates my conditions, and that I need to pay attention to what I'm feeling. When I'm in pain, when I'm in sorrow, when I'm uncomfortable emotionally, physically, mentally, in any way, can I find something else to focus on? This doesn't mean push it down and pretend it isn't happening. This means know that it's happening, and there are other things happening too. I am breathing. I can still breathe. Okay. I am not in pain anywhere else. Okay, I can do that. I can focus on the things that are working till I make it through the thing that isn't working. We like to be comfortable, though. And I just want to do, because it's the end of the month, I want to do a comfort zone review, in that we like to be able to do the things that make us feel comfortable. We like to do the things that we are used to. We like to take the route that we like to take to work or to the store or to wherever, to our friend's house, wherever it is we're going. We have comfortable things that we like to do it that way. We like to wear certain shorts or clothes or jeans or whatever that fit us a comfortable way. We have a certain favorite pair of shoes that are comfortable for us. But the thing of it is, if we only do what's totally and completely comfortable, more and more think that pair of shoes finally dies. The jeans finally dissolve. The car finally doesn't want to go any further. All these things stop happening, and our comfort zone gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it becomes a cage, one of those mental jackets that they wrap, straight jacket. It becomes something that allows us no freedom of movement. And the things that we used to do that were fun every now and again, we're not even doing those anymore. Our comfort zone is not a safe space. It's a restrictive space. Because the minute I only do what I'm comfortable with, I only do what I don't know. And if I only do what I know, then I don't learn anything new. If I don't learn anything new, I start dying. Learning is growth. Learning is life. Learning is being here. Some of my practitioner students especially get tired of me saying, but never mind. It went away. It went away. It's the joys of growing older, yeah. But the thing is, we're asked to stretch into new. Oh, that's the thing. Do you know how you still have something to work on? You're still alive. You're still living and breathing and above ground. And I want us to remember that we are here to solve problems, to seek solutions, to seek support, to find meaning in what's going on. Everything that happens to us is an opportunity to grow. Everything that happens to us is an opportunity to learn. It may not feel like it at the time, and we need to acknowledge the pain we're having, and we need to know we're going through it. We are not stopping in the valley of the shadow of the death and to build a condo. We are going right on through. We are experiencing this pain, we are learning from this pain, and we are moving out of this pain. Uncertainty is not fun, and and change asks us to be uncertain. If I don't know which direction I'm going, I'm going to be uncomfortable. Growing requires change. To be flexible means to grow, to learn new things. And the whole thing is, we like what's familiar, that comfort zone thing. We're wired to be connected to others. That's why we like to come together on a Sunday or a Wednesday or a Thursday and do things together. That's why we create events that we can go to together, where there's various different things happening all the time that we can do together because we're wired to be with others. And we're also trained to be tribal. My tribe, your tribe, their tribe, somebody else's tribe, which creates otherness. And it occurred to me as I was working on this, the movie from years ago, Avatar. Their greeting, whenever they saw one another, was, "I see you. I see you." It's the equivalent of namaste. That which is sacred in me recognizes that which is sacred in you. I see you. Every one of us wants to be seen. Even on those days when we get up and think, I hope nobody sees me today, we really want to be acknowledged. We want to be recognized. We want someone to look into our eyes and see us. We want somebody to nod at us. We want somebody to say hello. We crave that. And yet, we're trained to stay with the familiar. And we're taught that strangers are dangerous, which at certain ages, strangers can be dangerous. But not our whole life. Somebody that I don't know could become my new best friend. Think of all the people you are friends with. Before you knew them, they were a stranger. Before you met Kelly, she was a stranger. Before you met Jade, she was a stranger. Before you met Radiant, she was a stranger. We're all hungry for connection and yet afraid to try something new. We're in this classic dilemma of what I desire and what I think I can do. And we're putting, we were talking in class the other night about that thing of back when you drove standard transmission, instead of pushing on the clutch, you're pushing on the throttle. pushing on the gas pedal and the brake at the same time. We're not in gear, and we're just pushing on the gas pedal and the brake, and everything's just going because it can't. And this is how we're living our life sometimes. So when the Na'vi say "I see you," they convey not only the literal act of "I see you," but it's also a spiritual recognition. It's saying, "I see, I respect, I understand your essence. You matter. You're important. I see you." Can we look in the mirror in our home or here and say, "I see you"? Embracing discomfort opens doors into a world of endless possibilities. This is from the guide for writing this. Embracing discomfort opens doors to a world of endless possibilities and untapped potential. Endless possibilities and untapped potential. In these moments of discomfort, we discover what we're truly capable of, what we can truly accomplish, who we came here to be. From the 365 Science of Mind, Day 13. We can overcome the troubles and difficulties that we have allowed to enter our lives when we remember that love is that creative and sustaining presence within all. Love is the creating and sustaining presence within all. All of us are love. God is love. God does not love. God is love. And so when we love, we are being God. We are expressing God. We are allowing God to unfold through us. I'm going to see if we can try this. I'm going to read this through, and then I'm going to give you pieces of it, and you're going to repeat it back to me. How's that? Okay. Whee! Call and response, only you don't have it written down in front of you. Okay. So I'm going to read it. God loves, moves, gives, and exists in me. As I eliminate anger and resentment, the divine nature flows freely through me. So, God loves, moves, gives, and exists in me. God loves, moves, gives, and exists in me. As I eliminate anger and resentment, the divine nature flows freely through me. Divine nature flows freely through me. No matter what, no matter who, no matter where. Yeah, even me. Yeah. So we're closing also, we're not closing Black History, but we're closing Black History Month. And I am so moved, I wanted to share with you the story. I grew up when this man was active. And I never really knew him, I just knew the name. And then now there's a movie out on Netflix about him, and it's wonderful. The man is Bayard Rustin. He was a brilliant, 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 brilliant man. He was born on March 17, 1912 in Pennsylvania, and in 1941, so just 28 years old or so, worked with A. Philip Randolph on the March on Washington movement to press an end to racial discrimination in the military and defense employment. He later organized freedom rides and helped organize the Southern Christian Leadership Conference to strengthen Martin Luther King Jr.'s leadership. He taught King about nonviolence. He is where Martin Luther King learned about nonviolence. Rustin worked alongside Ella Baker, a co-director of the Crusade for Citizenship in 1954, and before the Montgomery bus boycott, he helped organize a group called In Friendship to provide material and legal assistance to people threatened with eviction from their tenant farms and homes. He became the head of the AFL-CIO's A. Philip Randolph Institute, which promoted the integration of formerly all-white unions and promoted the unionization of African Americans. During the 70s and 80s, Rustin served on many humanitarian missions, such as aiding refugees from Vietnam and Cambodia. At the time of his death in 1987, he was on a humanitarian mission in Haiti. He also was the one who, behind the scenes, and this is kind of what the movie is about, the documentary is about, the March on Washington in 1963. But he was an openly gay black man. And in the 60s, being openly gay was not safe. And being a black man who was openly gay was even less safe. But he usually advised other civil leaders from behind the scenes. During the 80s, he became a public advocate on behalf of gay causes, speaking at events as an activist and supporter of human rights. The documentary is still showing on Netflix. It is Rustin, Rustin. I recommend watching it at least once. It is powerful about what one human being who is in the midst of profound discomfort is able to do. With so many things stacked against him. Discomfort is the least of our concerns. Our discomfort is an invitation to grow. Our discomfort is an invitation to become who we came here to be. I'm going to confuse things and run back over here. And now it's time for our giving of the offering, and want to invite the ushers up and the musicians and the song leaders up to sing our giving song. Oh, we are a community of like-minded people with like-minded attitudes and ways of being. And we are, as Carol Mapp, the beloved late Carol Mapp used to say, we are like-hearted. And as we give from a place of love and compassion and caring, we know that the gifts we give grow this community, grow the world, and allow people to be able. Could we go back one page to there are ways to make payments for those of you who are at home or even in here in the thing. You can scan the thing to donate. You can either mail checks to there, or you can go onto our Facebook page and give that way. So take a moment. Everybody done scanning? Okay. All right. Let's move to a blessing. Put your gift over your heart. If you're not giving today, just put your hand over your heart. Say, I bless this gift.
I bless this gift,
knowing it is the circulation of divine good.
knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
And it comes back to me.
and it comes back to me.
Pressed down, overflowing, and multiplied.
Pressed down, overflowing, and multiplied.
And so it is.
And so
So
it
it
is.
is.
Everything in this world goes around, going with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love, with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
And so
One of
it
the
is.
things
And
we're
now
giving
even-
thanks for is another song by our amazing house band, and I believe this is the song here. Okay, our own Mo wrote this especially. It's called Leap Day. Because we're coming up on Leap Day on Thursday. So I'm going to let you guys take it away. Now, I have it on good authority out there, and that includes you in the home audience, can come up with lyrics for that song. They would love it, and perhaps maybe even a whole afternoon of musical theater where that's the core piece of it. You know, we'll work on the second part later, but it's asked. So I challenge. There's a challenge. The CSL Eugene challenge. Okay, announcements. It is time to discover what it is that's going to be going on this week. I know for sure that there is a discussion group today at 11:45 or after the meeting in the meditation room, and Sister V is going to be leading that. And we are delighted to have that. It's an opportunity to talk about what came up today. And it's just a half hour long. It goes till 12:15. And you can talk about what came up for you with the message. You can talk about the music. You can talk about the mess in the foyer, whatever you want to talk about. If you'd like to be a part of fixing that up, we'd love to have you. Men's coffee is every Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Theo's Coffee House. The Wednesday gathering this week, Kevin Buttry and his wife Stacia are going to be here doing music, and they're going to be singing and doing sing-alongs with the group. So if you can, be here from 5:30 to 6:30 Wednesday for the gathering and enjoy their music. Last time she did a version of Hallelujah that I understand brought tears to everybody's eyes, so because it was so beautiful. So women's lunch next Saturday is the first Saturday of the month. Oh my gosh. So the women's lunch is going to be at noon in the social hall. Bring your own lunch and speak with the beloved Kathy Day about what's going to happen. The men's breakfast is the next morning, Sunday morning at 9 a.m. at the Gateway Grill in Springfield. And first Sundays after service, we're going to have community potluck. We have a potluck, and bring something to share and just sit around and chat and have fun. Yeah, and hang on. And there's going to be a river walk following that Joe Sanders is putting together for us. Do you know where we're going this time?
Right, it's not going to be the same as last.
Okay, it'll be a different place.
Yeah, I'll get you post during the week.
All right. But that begins at 12:15 right after the potluck, and they'll carpool to the location, and it's a 1-hour walk. So bring your walking shoes. Soup for the Soul is on Thursday. This week we are doing intentional manifestation. What do you want to have happen? Oh, no, let's not say want, because when we say want, we tell the universe we don't have it. What would you desire? What would you claim to have in your life? What good is your life looking for? And how can we go about making that happen, intentionally making it happen? And following that at 1:30 in the meditation room with, Karuna's gone this week, but Ruba Bird from the Friends community is leading it. It's a grief support group. And so it's still open to people, and it is a wonderful group. Several of our people are attending, and several people from other places are attending. And it's really, grief is about whatever loss you've experienced in your life. It doesn't have to be the death of a person. It can be a death of a pet. It can be the loss of your home. It can be all kinds of amazing experiences you've had that involve letting things go. And we have a request. We've got Reverend Trish's class is coming up starting March 6th. So, wanting to move things quickly along.
So that date may not be the right one. It's a Tuesday, though. So if you'll just take a look at that, there's been something. Most information that you need is right behind me. But let me tell you something, that if there's anything in your life that you still desire to have, know that the desire comes from within you, was planted in you, and you brought it to this experience. If you do not have that in your life currently, and you still have that feeling that it's unfinished business, then come and join the class. We're going to be doing it, as you can see, twice in the same day. Everyone learns to manifest in their own way, and the idea is to find out what it is that's stopping you from not having everything in your life that makes you live the most amazing life, which is what the universe wants for you. It never wants for you to go without. It has not created you to live less than, but more than you can imagine. So talk to me if you have any questions right after service. I'd be happy to talk with you about it. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Linda. And that would be the 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. So we'll get that fixed. And coming in March also, our second Bingo Sunday with Aaron and Jennifer. And we're so delighted that they're working and doing that for us. It's 1:30 in the social hall. And then also coming in March, Astrid is going to be doing a work on the Body Keep Score, Body Awareness Trauma. There'll be more details about that in the newsletter, and that's where that's going. And I think that's going to be happening on I forget the night. We'll get that to you. Check out the book boutique. It's not going to be, we don't have anybody working in the book boutique today, but if you go in there and you find something you want, you can take it into the office, and Dale will happily take your money. There's many opportunities for sacred service. The newsletter listed several of them this week. We could really, really, really use greeters, especially with that barren, well, we're not quite done painting, getting everything fixed up in the social hall. It kind of, are they even open? Without somebody there to greet you. So, and then thanks. This is the last week. Amara Milan is going to be taking down her paintings, and she wanted us to let you know that she's got a 2-for-1 sale today. So if you've been holding off and you say, I'll get them eventually, go through, find the 2 you want, and the instructions for how to pay her are in the office, I believe. Or they may be in the social, I'll see if I can find them in the social hall. We're good. And Kathy, practitioners. Yay!
let us know how we can serve and support you. We have a wonderful practitioner community here. I'm going to have the practitioners stand up and so that you can see who they are and who to see. I'm Kathy Day. We have and we're here to pray for you after the service. We also get emails when somebody puts in an online request. We also get emails if somebody puts in a request during the week. Susan sends it out to them. So we're always open and really willing and ready to pray for you. We will be located at the windows, and I'll be up here on the stage after the service. So if you need prayer for anything, good, bad, or indifferent, any new way that you want to expand in your experience of life, we're here for you.
God is.
God
God
is.
is.
I am.
I am.
That's good.
That's good.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Play ball.
Good job, good job.